Hello, this is Eric James, founder and CEO of Touchalife Academy. I hope you are having a great evening. Happy Black History Month. This is a great month to talk about our history and talk about the people who paved the way so that we can make it today. Listen, I have a special guest with me. Her name is Dominique Henderson. Can you say hi to the crowd?
Hello, how are you?
All right, so we're going to continue talking. I'm just going to talk about her and how I met her and just kind of having some fun and just listen to her life and just kind of relax a little bit. But welcome to the Touchalife Academy show. So, Dominique.
Yes.
Wow, when did we meet? What grade were you in?
Believe this or not, we met when my brothers were in eighth grade at Virginia Beach Middle School.
Yes.
And I was still at Cook Elementary in fifth grade, and you were still doing the Spartan Prep thing at Virginia Beach Middle when you was the school support specialist.
Right.
So that's how we met.
Okay.
So I met you briefly then, and then the year that I came into Virginia Beach Middle, you had switched schools.
Yes.
So I had got Miss Grossman.
Got you.
So that's how we met.
And your brother's Joe, right?
Joe Henderson and Chris Henderson.
Remember Joe, those guys are classic dudes.
Yes.
Now you got selected for Spartan Prep. How did you get selected? Or who selected you?
I want to say it was Miss Simpson, Miss Belcher. Shout out to Miss Belcher. Hey, girl.
Hey.
And and one of my teachers, I think, I just don't know which teacher, but they thought it would be like a great, program for me.
So you must have had some good attributes, good character. What are some things that they saw in you? When they picked you, did you wonder why they picked you for this program?
Actually, yes, I did. But at the same time, I know that they picked me because like my hard work, I'm very hardworking. I'm very driven, intelligent. So I think they saw that in me too and knew that I was going to do big things like as I turn into a young woman.
Yeah, so they saw something in you.
Yes.
Because you had like the old soul or something like that?
I did.
Okay.
I was always mature for my age.
Yes.
So they saw like how mature I was. So they kind of just took it and ran with it. It was like, hey, she'll be great for this program. I know she's going to be great. So.
Exactly. I got the same kind of feeling when I left Lynn Haven Middle School and came to First Colonial and took over Spartan Prep. I was a little salty because Spartan Prep, First Colonial hadn't won anything. No first place awards for academics or anything. So you actually became a big part of my life when I took over Spartan Prep because it was probably about maybe 10 members there and we grew. It grew like over that whole year actually. Yes.
It really did. It grew like tremendously.
Right, and you had the spirit, and I think your brother went through Spartan Prep as well. Both of
my brothers did. Graduated from Spartan Prep Academy too. So yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, both of them did.
And Spartan Prep. Before we move forward, Spartan Prep Academy. What is that program designed to do?
It is designed to prepare us for college life, prepare us for the real world. It's very real. Everything is at your fingertips. They make it sure that you're able to succeed no matter what.
Right.
So they give you, opportunities to do applications, how you're supposed to dress for business, for interviews, how to talk, resumes. They give you all that training so you will be successful in the real world.
Gotcha. So it had you on. It was preparing you.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Preparing you. Yes.
So high school is almost like that's the gateway. It's almost the gateway to life. When you finish high school, you're trying to figure out where you're going to go.
Yes.
Okay. So fast forward. Let's see. I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. No, high school wasn't always that smooth. We had a lot of bumps in the roads. Gotcha. So I'm gonna ask you. I know you're a beautiful female, the beautiful person that you are. Females struggle sometimes with each other, but I'm not gonna say you struggle with females. But what is one struggle that you had in high school? Something that you don't mind telling the world.
Actually, I have two, if you don't mind.
Yes, please, detail.
So feeling like you have to compete with other girls.
Okay.
Like a lot of girls know what I mean when I say you feel like you have to compete,
Right.
Because you want to make sure you're on point all times. Your hair, your nails, your makeup if you wore it, like you wanted to make sure that you were just popping so nobody can say nothing to you.
Exactly.
So with that, you know, I didn't want to have a moment of, oh, she does not look good today. You know, I wanted to make sure that I look good at all times. I look presentable. My mom didn't send me to school, you know, to look, you know, raggedy, you know.
Right, yes.
But she didn't also send me like to, you know, be a celebrity. But I wanted to make sure that I was still good for my peers around me. And that's
exactly.
Yeah.
So when you saw the other female students in high school, did you actually see some people who you wanted to be like, or you were like, wow, I saw this girl and she was,
I mean, everybody does.
Okay.
Everybody does. I'm pretty sure that people wanted to be like me.
Okay.
You know, a lot of
Good.
girls do that. Some may not admit it, but a lot of girls would be like, hey, I wish I was like her. Oh, I wish my hair was long like her.
Yes.
Like, I wish my hair was curly. I wish my hair was straight. I wish I was thinner. I wish I was thicker. You know, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. Every girl does that. So,
Gotcha.
of course, I did. You know, I have always been a little chunky, but I still played basketball. I still did track. I danced. I did step team.
Yes,
you know, I did all of that.
Right.
So either way, I did pageants. So, you know, like, even with all of that, I still had the confidence enough to know I was comfortable in my own skin.
Excellent.
So
Yes,
even
you're
though sometimes
confident.
everybody has those days where they're like, dang, like, I wish I was this so I can be this. But you just got to know that, hey, at the end of the day, like, this is how you were created. This is how God created you. So
Yes.
you better do what you got to do and be happy with it. Because if you're not happy and you're not confident in yourself, then you're not going to succeed. You're going to be sad. You're going to take other people down.
Yes. So you had good self-esteem? in high
Yes.
school?
Yes.
I would say the
Yes.
same because I
Yes.
was with you for 4 years at
Yes.
Spartan Prep Academy.
Another struggle, I'm sorry. The cattiness, the drama, back and forth with different people, my best friends. Sally, one of them we're not friends with anymore.
Wow.
But-
What separated you?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you.
Oh, wow. You didn't
Honestly,
know.
I think it was just drama, like unnecessarily drama, immature, us being 18, 19, thinking we grown and thinking we don't need this person, or just pettiness.
Pettiness, okay.
I'm happy that me and one of the other friends that I had lost in the mix of from senior year through now, like, we consolidated our friendship, and I'm happy. Like,
Yes.
I'm happy we did. Hopefully with the other person we can try to, like, get back, because we were very close. Everybody,
come
all
back
three
together.
of us. Yeah.
Got you.
So-
Okay. I think that sounds like you're trying to take the high road. So in high school, those experiences, did they help you? Those experiences that you went through, did they help you with going to colleges? Did it help you learn about people? Did it help you learn about how to handle conflict? What's the bright side of dealing with that? What is something that, like, because we're going to go through a lot of things in our life, but what's the win-win situation out of going through that? If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Going to Norfolk State, getting culturally awareness, adjusted in awareness
Right.
from First Colonial to Norfolk State, because that's a HBCU, and First Colonial is predominantly, you know, right?
Yes.
So getting culture shocked, definitely, but it helped me with knowing who my friends are, how to see people for who they are when meeting people. You can tell a fake person up front, like how they introduce themselves to you. You know,
Right.
you know
Okay.
how
Body language.
body
Okay.
language. You know if that friendship is going to work out. So I would say I took that away from
Gotcha.
the situation.
Okay, so sometimes we go through things and it's probably could be preparing us for something later, right? Okay, so I would say this.
But you can't learn without going through something. So
Yes.
that's how you kind of just have to go through it to learn from the mistake. And it's up to you to do that mistake again
Well,
to get the
good.
same outcome. But everybody tries to do something and learn from your mistake to make you not do it again.
So you actually took it and it didn't bring you down, but you still learn from it. So, and those are things. That's how those people skills that. It's hard to have people skills if you're not around people.
Right.
So you have to be around people. And I think, to me, some of the most difficult times with me is working with people. So sometimes you have to endure those conflicts, and then you kind of sit back. Okay, what's going on here? So you have to kind of reset, regroup, reflect, all of that. Okay, so moving forward, you got to NSU. What made you pick NSU?
Psychology.
Psychology. Okay, I'm a psych major, so I'm gonna have to come hard at you a little bit. Why'd you pick psychology?
I wanted to know how we process information. I wanted to know the mental illnesses that are going around and how they are affecting the mental ill, because we don't know exactly how they think. We don't know any of that, but trying to learn the information through textbooks or what science says is very interesting to me on how the thought processing is, and so
how humans behave.
Yes, how we behave, what we're thinking when we know when maybe we're not thinking it, like our body languages and stuff like that. So I thought that was very intriguing. So
that's amazing, because when I changed my major, I didn't think I'd be learning a lot about the brain.
Yes,
and how
you do learn about the brain.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Well, great. From psych major to psych major.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I started out computer science because I was chasing the money.
Oh, I started off as a biology pre-med major, chasing the money.
Chasing the money. Well, we call it the economic. Most people are looking for dollars instead of using their gift. So I was chasing the money what computer engineers made versus human service. Human service doesn't pay as much as technology. So
I'm okay with that, because helping people is priceless. It doesn't have a cost to help somebody. So
all right, that's pretty profound. I'm gonna have to use that. So I want to ask you about. It seems like you've been raised very well, and it usually starts at home.
Yes.
and what I do now is dedicated to my parents. So what are a couple? If you had to give me 2 or 3 things as far as morals and values that you learned from home, that you could tell the world, what did you learn from home that's helping you today?
My mom taught me so much.
Give me about 2 or 3. Give me 2 or 3 things that really.
Well, coming from a single parent household, my mom's the only one there.
Yes.
So she was my mom and my dad.
Mom and dad.
Most times, she was doing double duty. Mom and dad, Mother and Father's Day.
Okay.
But some of the moral values that she taught me was self-efficiency, making sure I was okay by myself. Independence. Yes, making sure that I can be on my own.
Okay. Sounds like Beyonce. Independent. Throw your hands up.
Working hard for what I want. Not caring what nobody else say, nothing like that. Just making sure that because I want it, and I can do it because I know I can do it.
No, you can do it.
Yeah.
So she was your motivator.
She is.
She's a motivator.
She still is. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. See, but without people don't fail to realize your parents are your first teachers. Doesn't matter if they're a college degree, they didn't finish school or whatever. Kids look at who's taking them. Who's taking care of them. They look at what you do. So your mom was that everything for you?
Because it's been times where I'm like, hey, I don't know if I can do this, and she gives me those words, and I do it, and I succeed. So
okay, well, awesome. That's a shout out to you, Mom.
Yes.
So moving forward, so you are a junior now in SU?
Yes, junior, senior.
Wow. Okay, you're in between, right? Yeah. You got enough credits.
Yes,
okay, you done passed some tests.
Yes.
So can you give me one struggle in college?
Adapting.
Okay, adapting to
Culture shock.
Culture shock. Okay. Was class sizes okay? Was
Class sizes were okay. Just trying to adjust to the people around me.
Gotcha. Okay, different people from different states, cities, and whatever.
Cities and everything
okay,
like that. So just trying to
that.
adjust, trying to find my niche with them, trying to fit in with them because I didn't know, So
right.
I didn't know them, they didn't know me. So trying to make friends, that my freshman year, that was pretty hard. And thinking that you can use the same study habits that you have in high school and that's going to make you pass, that did not work either. You have to be on it. Tests will come like this, you know. So you can't use some of your, well, to me, with me, I couldn't use some of the same study habits that I had. In high school, I can just look at something once or twice and be okay with it. Now I have to look at it, read it 6-7 times just
you
to
had
get
a photographic memory.
Yeah. 6-7 times just to get one answer.
Yes, right.
You know?
That was me.
Yeah,
I had to read it over.
You got to read it over and over again just to make sure why I have to do that. So just trying to study habits were different.
So give the rising freshmen, all the kids that are going to be coming through college, if you could give them one piece of advice as far as preparing for college, what's one, I know there's so much they have to adjust to, but what's one piece of advice you could give to rising, college students? One big piece of advice that you can give them to get their mindset ready and prep them for college.
Apply for scholarships. Make sure you continue to apply for scholarships. Do your financial aid, do your FAFSA, do all of that because college is expensive. So just making sure and maintain a great grade point average, so you continue to get that FAFSA and financial aid that you need to make sure that you continue to prosper in college. So,
yes, that sounds good because we do not want to get kicked out of college.
Right.
Gotcha. Unless you have a brilliant idea that's gonna. Okay, gotcha. All right, so fast forward. This is Black History Month, and I just want to put you on the spot again and ask you a couple. I guess I want to get your feeling about Black History Month. I know they say we get this month out of the year to just pay our respects to our ancestors and people who paved the way for us. So what does Black History Month mean to you? What does that do for you when this month comes here? Are you moved any? Does it give you an extra push or motivation? What does it do for you?
Yes, it does give me an extra push. I do see a lot of people posting on my Instagram and Facebook just different facts I didn't know about Black History Month. But also, I think it is amazing. I really do. I think Black History Month is amazing.
Yes.
And I appreciate all my ancestors and all the contributions that they gave, to us, to help us. However, I just feel we need to celebrate it more than just 1 month.
Gotcha.
It should be celebrated all year. Why wait till February just to give facts about a person? Give a fact every day.
Yes.
Every day is Black History. If you're alive and you're Black, every day is Black History.
That's amazing.
So, don't wait till just February to do it. Do it every day.
I share the same feelings.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good stuff because it's history, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's going to encourage some people, but let me ask you one more final question. Your purpose, passion. Have you figured out what your purpose is in life and your passion yet? Do you know who you are? Do you know why you were created? Do you know what your mission is, why you're here? Has that something that's been that you've been thinking about? What is your purpose or passion? I know you can put it all together, but do you know what you would do for free? What was something you would do to serve your community or the people around you?
Well, excuse me, my passion is community service.
Community service.
Yes,
okay. Right.
Yes, I'm big on community service. I love giving back. I love talking to young women. I love talking to young men.
Yes.
I love just making sure that we give back to the people that are in need, because what if we were in need? What was in the shoes that they're in,
Right.
You would hope that somebody would do the same thing for you if you was in that person's shoes. Some people are not fortunate like we are. So just meeting new people, smiling, see them happy. Some people, they think of community service as just, hey, let's get this, this is for my resume. But I do it because I love it.
You love it.
Gotcha. I love it, yes.
So it gives you a feeling?
It does.
Okay.
It makes me happy.
Okay,
it makes
great.
me very happy that I'm giving back to the community.
So it's safe to say that couple years from now, or not just a couple years, you'll be doing something to serve your community on a greater. I mean, you're like so.
I want to start a nonprofit.
Okay, great. All right, excellent. So
yes.
That's great because there are a lot of people that will probably connect with you and probably bond with you, partner.
Yes.
And y'all have, you'll find this same mission.
Well, my nonprofit, I want to. I'm gonna tell a quick story really quickly.
Sure.
I'm sorry. So I actually got involved with school supplies. I love school supplies. Yeah. So my mom, for a few years, my mom did property management. You know that, and every year in the summer around August, they asked her to do school shopping, backpacks, glue, anything like that for her kids on her property. Right. So my mom used to always ask me to help her prepare the bags, pick out stuff. Hey, what do you think this person, would need if they're in 5th grade, right. 4th grade? So, we'll sit down in her office and get those backpacks together, and just seeing how happy those parents were getting that school supplies really touched my heart, yes. Because we don't know if they had the money for that child to get school supplies. Exactly. Right. So that's why I want to start my nonprofit, which is doing school supplies for kids that are in need for schools. So I'm actually trying to start that this year. Start that back up actually this year with my own money, and trying to get that done, reaching different cities for school supplies.
That's going to be awesome because school's always going to be around.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a great need.
Yes.
As you say, you feel a need. Mm-hmm. So good. So that's on your heart. That's something you're passionate about. Yes. That's going to be something that'll never go away. Yes. Okay. Well, do you have any last comments that you would like to tell us? Anything else on your heart? Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anything else you want to share?
I just want to thank you for the opportunity to giving me this, this opportunity to talk to you and be a part of your Touchalife Academy, because you definitely touched my heart and helped me and was a father figure to me in my life going through high school, and now, my mentor. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity.
It's a pleasure. Yes. Well, I'm glad that you're open to becoming vulnerable to the world.
Yes.
Lots of people don't want to be transparent.
Yes.
And I feel like everybody has a story. When I came over to the school and took over Spartan Prep, you were one of those persons that had a lot of energy, and you saw my vision and you helped me run with it. So we accomplished something that we never accomplished before.
Yes, we got the helmet and everything.
We got a helmet.
We got the helmet,
yes.
Exactly. And we were second place that next time around because we were so close to having it again. But without you, we wouldn't have had that. Without your push and your motivation that you gave to everybody that was in Spartan Prep, we wouldn't have got that helmet.
I appreciate that.
So,
well, since you said that, our brother still got me in his man cave. This is something we got at First Colonial.
Yes.
This is a Spartan Prep second place. We're up and rising. So we did some great things with the Spartan Prep, and she was a part of this. When I first arrived there, we weren't doing too well, but through the grace of God, we got the numbers up, and we start receiving some awards. So if it weren't for Dominique, we wouldn't have received this, and lost some other kids who are in college now. So she is walking testimony that if you put your mind to something, it can be done. And all you have to do is have some passion, have found your purpose, and just let God use you and do the best you can, while you can, whenever you can. So again, this is Eric James, CEO, founder, Touchalife Academy, signing out. And happy Black History Month. Have a great evening.